Did you ever have this feeling of like you were out, maybe on some party, on some big party, and so many people were there dancing, like having fun, and maybe you were not that drunk, so you didn't have the courage to like get there and just like have fun and just experience like the fun in the moment, and just like be there and dance without thinking to yourself like what will people think, and just being able to just give a fuck, and not just being so like occupied in your mind to on thinking what other people will think about you, and just being like just like embraced of yourself, and just like feel stupid being there. Or maybe at school, maybe when you were at school, you were doing like a sport hour in your sport class, and then you had just to let yourself be in this situation. And just I can do so many like examples on that one. Just think about some adventure like in your life where you had so many doubts on yourself, so many thoughts, you had so fear of being judged that you didn't really experience anything. Like you didn't experience the thing how you wanted to, because you had fear of being laughed at, or just fear that other will look at you and make fun of you. So you didn't like let yourself go and experience. So I was listening to this podcast from Jay Shetty, and he said this thing, now I write it down, and he said this thing that just opened my eyes, and I was like, wow, that's just so true. And the quote goes like this: the human mind has diminished its ability to experience things and increase its ability to evaluate. And what does this mean? We as humans, we don't are that good anymore on experiencing things, on just being there at a party and just let yourself go and dance like a freaking crazy guy and just experience the thing, just be there. Maybe, yeah, in so many areas of our lives, we lost our ability to just experience things, because we are always so occupied to think like, is this good or bad? We don't focus on on experiencing the thing. We are focused on good or bad. So what do I want to say with that? So you went to a party, then before you go to the party, you like think to yourself, will this be good or bad? You just thinking to yourself automatically, and that also happened to me. And when you are there, you're always thinking like, oh, this is a good party, yeah, it's a fun party. This is not a good party, but you're never like focused on experiencing the party, experiencing the dance, just being there, present, experiencing the people, laugh with people, just experience the fucking thing, and don't have so many doubts on yourself, so many thoughts of what people will think. You're just experiencing. We can apply that to so many areas of our lives. When we are, maybe we make some new friends or some new people, and you don't want to show yourself as much, or maybe you just do some kind of sport. Maybe you go climbing, you go skiing with new people, you go on adventures. And even maybe when you're not with new people, maybe you're just with yourself, you always think to yourself like, okay, today I will go climb this mountain. Will it be good or will it be bad? We don't focus on experiencing the thing, just being there. Even when you're up there in the mountains climbing, or when you're skiing, when you're like in the middle of the ski day, maybe you're in the middle of a run, you're always thinking to yourself, is it good or bad? You're not thinking to yourself, am I experiencing this? Even if it's bad, are you experiencing the thing? Are you like just being there and present and experience the thing and learn from things? Or are you just there and think to yourself, it's bad, it's good? And when I hear that, it just was like, wow, this is just amazing. And he's so right. Even I myself, so many times, I just think on things I do, I think on good or bad, but I don't think on experiencing them. I'm not present, really experiencing the thing I'm doing right now. When you're listening to music, just experience the fucking music, just enjoy it, let it into your soul, be happy, laugh. When you're out with some friends, just don't always be on your phone or think, yeah, this is a good pizza, yeah, the dinner was good or bad. Just be focused on experiencing that day. Just be focused on being present, not always being on your phone. Focus on being there and know that this will not be forever. Maybe, this will not be forever. Maybe you will go and live in another country, maybe they will go out and move out. So will not be forever. So experience the things you live right now. Learn to really experience them and be present. And don't be just so bad on yourself. Just because so many times some experience didn't go well because you don't have the ability to experience the thing. Because some other man or some other girl, they had really fun, but you didn't have fun. Why? Because they experienced it more than you. You were maybe too busy thinking what other people would think about you, if people will laugh at you, if people will look at you. And I really think that this one will go in easily in my top 5 quotes. And it's just so true and so powerful. And even now I understand it more, that we have to focus more on experiencing things and experiencing things than or looking at things and judge them for good or bad. You just have to experience things because good and bad was only created from our own minds. But the experiences, they are really true, because you will always remember experiences. You will also remember good times and bad times. But it's always the experience itself that was a good experience or a bad experience. When you see yourself, thinking yourself, is this good or bad, is this? You just have to understand that good or bad was made of our own minds. It's not like a thing that is in the reality of the world, of the energy of it's just a thing we made up to just good or bad. But you have to think it like 2 ways. Here is the way that you call good, and here is the way that you tell wrong or bad or good or right. If you go down this line, you can learn something. You did something right and it was good, so good, you are happy. You go down this path, this line, this street, there was some bad things or negative thing, but you'd have to just think it like, okay, I've taken now this road, and now I can learn from the bad things. I can learn from this experience, and just you can drive away and go on this line and be right and have good and drive here and there. There is no good or bad or right or false. There will always be 2 paths, and either of 2 you can learn something, and you will be happy on doing them both. Because when you do the right direction, you are happy, you're positive, you're in the moment. When you're doing the bad things, you learn what not to do. So now maybe you can understand what to do to take the other road, to be happy and positive. And that just applied to everything in life, and that just changed so much my perspective on things, on viewing things, on viewing situations, on viewing of this rat of, am I taking the right choice, am I taking the wrong choice? Just think to yourself, okay, I will take a choice, I will go down this path, okay, it was positive and I'm happy, I go down this way. You go down this line, it goes wrong, you learn something, so now you know what you should not be doing, what you should not do to get that outcome. That's it for today's video. So I really hope I helped you by just changing the view on how you view things in your lives. And if I did so, I would really appreciate it if you let a like and subscribe to my channel to learn more about this concept. And guys, don't forget, life is short, so be crazy!